All right, y'all. What's good, man? What is good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. Hit the like as y'all join in, bro. And it's a lot of stuff going on around the league as far as the off season with the trades and contracts and stuff like that, bro. So we're gonna talk about Austin Reaves right now, who might get traded. They said that he declined his extension. So I don't know if the Lakers low key think about trading him for real. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all think the Lakers should get if they trade Austin Reaves, man? I don't think they should trade Reaves unless they getting somebody that's unless you know what I mean, they getting somebody that's like official. You say he declined it so they can get more stars on the team, so he had to take a pay cut? So you mean to tell me so Austin Reaves gotta take the pay cut? Damn, why he gotta take it though? Why he gotta take the pay cut though? Cause I thought he did this because they about to trade him. Y'all saying he did it so he can take the pay cut so that they can get more stars, and I'm just like, hold on, why he gotta take it though? His little bit of bread, he can't keep his little bit of bread. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know though. That's not what they're saying though. They saying you said look at his playoff performance. I don't know, bro. What are you talking about? I thought y'all said they lost because they ain't had no center. So now it was Austin Reeves' fault. I thought y'all said they lost because they ain't had no center. You said pay cut equals champion. So I'm saying, why is he the one taking it though? Why? I thought superstars take the pay cut. That's my point. The vid probably posted with the Spurs leaving Bron open in 2013 is crazy. Bro, that's 2013, bro. It wasn't even just 07. But yeah, man, like, you say he's not a superstar, but that's what I'm saying. He's a star. I'm not right. He's not a superstar. That's my point. I'm saying I thought the superstars take the pay cut when you're trying to bring people over. That's what I'm saying for real. So, I mean, listen, dog. In my opinion, I think they still gonna trade this man. I don't know what Buddy talking about in the comments. I think the Lakers gonna trade this man, to get somebody that's gonna move the needle, bro. That's what I think. I think they trying to trade him, man. And you know, because you got to think about the future, man. You got to think about the future of the Lakers. It's not just next season. I've been hearing they've been talking about trying to get Wiggins. See, the Lakers, man, they been making weird moves, bro. They been making weird moves, man. But like I said, man, everybody knows the Lakers looking for a big man right now, though. You said that he gonna end up with Reaves and Kuminga. So who the Lakers gonna get? Bam? Trade Reaves and Kuminga for Bam? That's what you're saying? Honestly, I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know, bro. I don't know who the Lakers can low key get at this point. I don't know who the Lakers can get at this point in time, bro. Bam for Nick Claxton. He said, why do we need to trade AR-15? I don't think they need to trade him. I'm saying he declined his extension. I don't know what that means. I just been hearing rumblings, though, like that, you know, they trying to trade somebody, like, and you got to understand, you got to trade somebody that's nice. Like, nobody going, you can't try to trade somebody and then the other team talking about, all right, who y'all going to give us? I mean, shit, we'll give you Jackson Hayes We give you who else they got on the team? Like it got to be somebody that they can use. So I'm saying. So Reaves has got the highest trade value. Defense, Lakers need defense, man. You said I can't believe we on the verge of witnessing KD and Giannis duo in Houston. You think KD going to Houston? Somebody told me that they think Harden going to Houston with KD. That would be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Harden back in Houston with K Dizzle? Ah. You said Reaves not nothing special. Now Reaves not nothing special. Reaves is nice. Yo, Houston, yeah, Harden in Houston with Harden running the point. KD being the you know what I'm saying, the scoring option. Then you got Shane going and Steven Adams on the rebound. And you got Amin Thompson by the turn the corner. You said Reaves get cooked on defense consistently. Well, I mean, bro, he's a bucket, though. Unless y'all get somebody like that's a superstar, I'm not trading Austin Reaves, bro. He's too nice. You said, what if the Rockets reunite KD, James Harden, and Russ? And then face OKC in the conference finals? Oh, shit. Man, I don't know, man. But, what y'all think the Spurs trying to do, though, bro? Because, low-key, the Spurs, they got mad guards, bro. They just drafted Dylan Harper, and they already got De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle. So I'm like, I low-key don't even know what they trying to do over there for real now. I thought they was going to go the KD route or try to get Giannis. You said, where y'all think Austin going? They don't need another guard. That's what I'm saying. The Spurs didn't need that. I thought they was going to do something else. You said they're going to make trades? So what about Stephon Castle for Austin Reaves? You said the Spurs doing it for the depth. But they all superstar type of dudes, though. Like, when you bring in a Dylan Harper off the number 2 pick, he thinking, okay, cool. I'm finna get hella time. So you talking about depth. Like, nah, man, he gonna have to play behind this dude, that dude. Then you got Chris Paul, like, oh, I need my minutes. I need my minutes, coach. I need my minutes, coach. Like, oh, man. Like, low-key, the Spurs should have just cut Rob Dillingham. I mean, y'all remember they drafted Rob Dillingham. They could have just had him and Stephon Castle. That'd have been solid. But I ain't gonna lie, Dylan Harper seemed like he cool for real. His father, Ron Harper, that's a good sign, yo. Because Ron Harper, he was kind of nice a little bit, but he didn't get to, like, crazy high, like, superstar status. So that's a good sign. Like, those type of NBA players, they sons be nice, bro. They sons be kind of nice, bro. You said I got Centel. This not Centel, though, bro. Yeah, he was averaging 20. But I'm just saying he wasn't like, he not like a crazy, like, I don't know. I think his son gonna be better than him. Give the Suns Austin Reaves for who? For who? Jalen Green? You can put Jalen Green on? Man, come on, man. You said he compromised the win. Who you talking about? Dylan Harper? Oh, Ron Harper. Yeah. You said that Ace really asked for a trade already? I don't know, but I like Ace Bailey attitude, bro. I fuck with Ace Bailey, bro. Off the interviews I seen, his game, his mindset. I fuck with Ace Bailey, bro. Everybody trying to talk trash about Ace Bailey. I think he would be nice. And if he go to the Jazz, he gonna help turn the team around. Period. Like everybody told him that, you know what I'm saying, he shouldn't have turned down them workouts. And like, bro, honestly, fam, I feel like he know what he doing, bro. I feel like he knows exactly what he doing, bro. I didn't see who the Celtics got. I think he wanted to go to the Nets to be close to home. He probably did want to go to Brooklyn, but you know you can't really always control that. Utah, one of them, bro. Sometimes you gotta get away from your home. I think Ace higher than Harper, but I'm not a scout, so what do I know? Oh, you had Ace higher? I think he dropped though because he didn't go to the workouts. Oh yeah, George. I was thinking about you last night when they picked him, bro. We were just talking about that. We were just talking about Utah. So they got Ace Bailey, bro. That's kind of tough. I think he's about to turn the team around. You're gonna have Ace Bailey and Laurie Marketing. That's tough. Colin Sexton. That's nice. So yeah, man, I think they're gonna be solid, bro. They on the come up, man. Then you probably make a trade mid-season. You can get somebody, bro. You say Ace don't want to be on. It don't matter where he want to be. At the end of the day, like, yeah, I like Ace, and I'm not gonna be too hard of him. Hard on him about the workouts. But then when it starts to get now you're taking a little too far when you start to say you don't want to be somewhere. Now that's different, bro. You got drafted. That's a blessing. You're gonna play for Utah, son. You're gonna play for Utah, young man. That's just what it is, man. Like, bro, we need parity in the league, bro. Stop with these teams being bad for I'm done with these teams being bad for like 10 years straight. Like, nah, yo. I want every team in the league. I should be able to turn it on and watch some entertaining hoops. Every single team in the league. Right? Stop with this, let's pull him from this team him up. No. So for the next 5 years, bro, every team is supposed to be low-key be nice. I thought the Wizards was going to get Derek Queen, but you're going to be in New Orleans, son. See, we got to stop babying and trying to put people where they want to be at. Like, come on, what are we doing? It's supposed to be random. That's supposed to be the excitement when you get drafted. Like, you're supposed to not know that they was about to call your name. You say he knows the Lakers finna be trash if he stayed those 4 years. I think it depends on how long LeBron gonna be there. This the thing. LeBron is like, it's not even. I'm not gonna really try to slander LeBron today. It's just with LeBron though. It's like such an in between. It seemed like the Lakers can only get so nice with LeBron right now. Like, it don't matter who they add onto the team, they can't get past the level that they at, bro. I feel like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's LeBron's fault or hard to play with LeBron or what, but that's why I keep thinking even if the Lakers was to get like another star, I don't think they'll be that nice, bro. Not until LeBron leaves, and then you can play a whole different style based on just Luka and just on whoever else they pick up, like, because when you still got to keep fitting LeBron in there, and I low-key think it's the same with like KD too on Phoenix. That's why I hope Houston is good. But even with those older players, like when you gotta force them in, it kind of take the flow out of everybody else. They just admiring y'all play. You said he's waiting his contract till next year so he can potentially get more. Do your research. Well, I didn't say that he wasn't. I didn't say that the Lakers about to trade him. I said they may trade him. Because guess what? What if they do trade him? Then what you gonna say? Because they looking for somebody. Everybody knows the Lakers are looking for somebody right now. They trying to get a center. Unless you trade on Austin Reaves, you're gonna get an average dude, bro. You're gonna get a middle of the pack average. So I just think that, and I'm looking at the comments. He said it's about to be another Dennis Schroeder. It's sad in my opinion because it's like y'all trying to bash this man, bro. Like I was on Twitter. It's sad in my opinion because it's like y'all trying to bash this man. And I'm like, damn, I thought niggas was cool with Austin. Look at this person, bro. They said, get this trash. Look at this. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this. They talking about get this trash out of LA. Somebody said, LOL, goodbye, Austin. We shouldn't have even offered that. Now, all of a sudden, nobody like Austin, bro. We gonna do this to Austin Reaves trying to end his career because he don't want to sign an extension, bro? That's what we doing, bro. Every time somebody don't want to play... See, I said I wasn't going to slander this, man. Every time somebody don't want to play with somebody from Akron, now we got to bash him and end his career and smear campaign. We were just glazing him. Somebody said one of the most overrated players in the league. Somebody said he should have taken... Hold on, I'm about to show y'all this shit. Hold on, bro. Nah, we ain't going to do this to Austin. We doing this to Austin Reaves? Oh, man. So this person said, get this trash out of LA. This person said, LOL, goodbye, Austin. We shouldn't have even offered that. This is our beloved Austin Reaves. Like, damn. Christopher Reaves. Somebody said one of the most overrated players in the league. They said AR-15 should have taken the money. He won't get a better deal on the open market. Like, it's like soon as you show signs of going against the grain, going against the program, trying to make it just a little bit about yourself, a little bit. And you try to just do any type of decision making on your own. They just start to turn on you. They trying to put that narrative out there now that, like, he just not that good, so no other team will give him better than that. I feel Austin Reaves nice. But yeah, yo, I said I ain't slandering nobody today. I ain't gonna slander this, man. I'm just saying, bro. It's one of them situations, fam. Now, what is the Austin Reaves situation? Is he a free agent right now, or is he under contract and they try to give him an extension? Like, sometimes I'll be kind of getting confused. I don't know what all the terminology mean. You said, let's hear your take. Oh, my take on this? Hold on, let me see. No, my take on this is that I just think that the Lakers, in the back of their mind, they are trying to get a big man. They're trying to get another star to put with Luka and LeBron. And I believe that you're going to have to trade Luka Doncic. You're going to have to trade Austin Reaves if you want somebody nice that's going to move the needle. I think that Austin Reaves is legit. But I don't think you should trade him unless you're getting somebody that's significant back. Like, significant. Yeah, no, I ain't mean to say Luka. You're going to have to get, like a Triple J, a Bam. But even those guys, this is my take, though, man. I don't think that the Lakers are going to get any more. I don't think the Lakers are going to get any better than what they are, even if they add a star, bro, because it's kind of due to LeBron James being on the team, in my opinion, man. Like, this is no slander. I just think that it's not even, well, maybe, like, I guess it just depends on who they get. If they get the right piece, it'll work, I guess. But it just seems like the Lakers can't get past a certain level. They can't get, these last couple of years, it don't matter who they have, they just can't get any better for real. And I think that's because they so focused on trying to squeeze in this man named LeBron James. They keep trying to, it don't matter, they can be on a roll. They win like 6-7 games in a row. Here go LeBron, man. I need my 30, I need my 40. I need to have a good game. You know, he's never satisfied with just the 17. If Bron numbers go below 20 points a game, he'll probably have a heart attack. Knock on wood. So I'm just like, they can't fully maximize Luka, because you got to remember, like, this is Luka Doncic, so you don't maximize Luka by just trying to keep making it about somebody else. Like, you want to make it really all about Luka, low key, and then build around him and see what he can do. Like, he's sharing. It's like they sharing shit. Like, It's like when you sharing. It's like when you sharing a sandwich with some. If I give you half of my sandwich, it's like I'm still hungry. So it's like they care about that than the brownie. So they might know, okay, Bronny gonna play this game on the schedule. So leading up, so whole day before that game, everybody talking about that. Yo, Bronny, you ready? You ready, son? And it's just all Bronny this, Bronny that. Hey, yo, Bronny, you see when they said on Instagram, yo? Like, we not focusing. We got these agendas and shit. He said they gonna have to share it. Why though? I'm Luka though. I'm Luka the Don. They said it's about me for the future though. That's what it say on my contract. We want you for our future. It didn't say you have to share it. So it's just like he's never going fully on the gas, 100%. So that's when they could take the next step, man. Like they gonna always be nice because of talent, but they don't got no game like consistent game plan. Luka. That's what it should be for real. How you in the playoffs and then one game is Luka turn, the next game is LeBron turn. Y'all doing that in the playoffs? He said Brown ain't been talking about how good Bronny is ever since he got his father's. Hold on, yeah. He said Brown ain't been talking about how good Bronny is ever since he got his father's son pick in game 1 versus the Wolves. Oh, man. No, I was reading the comment, bro. He said AR gotta go. Now they saying AR gotta go. Come on, bro. What's the issue? And y'all better be careful saying people gotta go off the Lakers, man. Because y'all said Caruso had to go. Look at Caruso now, champion. Y'all said KCP gotta go. Then KCP went and won a ring on Denver. So don't let Austin Reaves go to a contender or something. You said AR can go for a good big. Like who though? The Hawks? Somebody said earlier he should go to the Hawks. Earlier he should go to the Hawks. You said Caruso was a champion on the Lakers too, and so was KCP. Well, why y'all said he had to go? Why y'all said he had to go? And do you see Caruso just came out and said that what's it called it? He said that bubble ring ain't count though. He said now he got a real ring. Then he had to walk it back the next day. Nah, we heard you. We heard you loud and clear. Nah, he wasn't joking, man. He was dead serious, bro. At the press conference, he was thinking about, yo, he was like, yo, this is a real ring, yo. He been, like, that's why he wanted to win this ring so bad. You said, how does a bubble ring not count? That's what he said. So he knew by him, like the closer they got to that championship, he just kept thinking in his head, like, yo, I could probably get a real ring. I got a chance to get a real one. So that's why he said that, bro, at the thing. That's crazy.
A championship is a championship, but there were 70 people in the gym when you won your first one.
Yeah.
How much better?
Probably like 150, but
maybe 100, maybe even 200. But
maybe.
How much better does this one feel?
Yeah, now I got a real one. Now nobody can say anything. Yeah, I think just because of the way the team is constructed now versus the team I had in 2020.
I ain't even know it was that. He ain't even say, psych, I'm joking. He just straight up. He said it with a straight face.
Real one. Now nobody can say anything.
First one.
Yeah.
How much better?
Probably like 150, but
maybe 100, maybe even 200. But
maybe.
How much better does this one feel?
Yeah, now I got a real one. Now nobody can say anything. Yeah, I think just because...
Yo, he ain't even laugh. He went straight into the next sentence. Damn, that's tough. That's tough, man. Nah, he said now nobody can say anything. But that's what I'm saying. That mean that we can say something about the other one. He said everybody was saying he had a fake ring. Exactly, bro. But he believed it. He said, now I got a real one. He said, now nobody can say anything. He said, is this true? No, Jesse, the thing is, they not talking about trading him yet. It's just the fact that he turned this down. I think that's a sign that the Lakers might trade him for real. I think it's a sign that the Lakers might trade him. I don't think they should trade him unless they're getting somebody substantial back. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to get over the hump, bro. They not. Everybody talking about it's only fake because it's Bron, bro. Listen, that's y'all thinking that, bro. That's y'all thinking that. Remember that. He thinks he deserves more. Maybe he feel like he deserves more. What's wrong with that? Maybe he feel like he deserves more. Maybe he feel like he saved their asses a lot of them games this season. He did. Austin Reaves saved the Lakers a lot of games this season, bro. And he had the game winner on Christmas, bro. You know what I'm saying? He feel like he deserved more than that. He can probably really be a legit second option on another team instead of trying to be third option. That's another point right there. This man is a second option on the championship team, bro. So he feel like y'all trying to make me a third option anyway. Like I can go somewhere else and get a second option deal. Especially like what if you go to Boston? Cause what you call it? So like teams will offer him something, bro. So he know his role. He's a second option, bro, as far as offense. If the primary dude is a good defender, you shouldn't really need Austin to be the greatest defender. Or maybe he should be third option because it's like a defense. But that's mainly because LeBron and Luka can't play defense though. See what I'm saying? So he looking at it like, yo, y'all want me to be the third dude. See what I'm saying? When I've been saving y'all though. You know what I'm saying? You said he can't play defense, but Luka Doncic can't neither though. So why he not taking a pay cut? Why LeBron not taking a pay cut? That's the thing about it. Why y'all want him to do it? Y'all already getting billions. You said, but Luka is a way better offensive player though. I mean, what flaws do Austin Reaves have? Because Austin Reaves been a better closer for them this season, bro. Right or wrong? Luka and LeBron couldn't get no shot off in that last second against the Timberwolves, bro. They ended up having to pass it to him at the last second. So, damn, you should have gave it to me from the jump. That's how he feeling. You saying he missed, bro. You gave it to me with 0.8 seconds left. Nigga had to heave that shit up at the last. He didn't even get a chance to set his feet. LeBron and Luka had the whole 15 seconds to get something, and they couldn't get nothing off. Why they not taking a pay cut? Yo, if I'm Austin Reaves, I'll be saying all of this to their face in the locker room, in the office. You said, because why would they? Because they sold the series, bro. They can't play defense neither. The superstar is supposed to take the pay cut, not the goddamn Austin Reaves. Why? Like, that don't make sense. You just pick any, mini, money, mow his ass. Oh, we just gonna pick you, yo. Nigga said you gotta do it, bro. You gotta take the pay cut, Brody. Why me? I thought y'all said I'm not all that. They didn't sell the series. LeBron played amazing defense. Not the whole series. And not every play down the stretch. He was getting cooked by... Bro, did you not see LeBron James get a turn? See, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. We ain't gonna do this, bro. We ain't gonna do that. I might gotta make a video just to show y'all, bro. I'm gonna just have to go ahead and show y'all and make a video and post a video, bro. How LeBron and Luka sold that series, bro. Then they gonna look at Austin Reaves' numbers. First of all, shit is insane, bro. Wow. Let me see something, bro. Let me see something, bro. It's always something. They always trying to blame somebody, bro. Now I'm mad, bro. I wasn't even mad this whole stream, bro. Austin Reaves gave you 16 points in the playoffs. What's the issue? That's one series. Jaden McDaniels, the third option on their team, only gave you 17. Jaden McDaniels gave the Timberwolves 17. Austin Reaves gave you 16. I mean, damn. Like, y'all making him the third option. Feel what I'm saying? Y'all both took more shots than this dude. So what you want him to do? For real, though. He's not getting his normal shots off. You said McDaniels gave him 30, but that's LeBron, man. Right? Niggas is sad, bro. You said Austin Reaves said he played horrible. They all played horrible. That's the point I'm making. They all got their ass whooped. I can't believe they trying to start this campaign like Austin Reaves is just trash now, bro. Which that messes up his trade value. Y'all do know that, right? So now the other GMs is gonna be saying, "Damn, he trash." Lakers letting it ride, cause you know Bron not gonna come out and defend it. The GMs will be like, "Oh, word." All right. You said how did they all play horrible when they had more points than the Wolves starters? Well, that's my point. Y'all said LeBron didn't have no help. You just said the Lakers starting lineup averaged more than the Wolves starting lineup. Got you. That's why you need to get rid of LeBron James, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, it shouldn't be no reason why that should be going on, bro. Like, why does this man always have the better? Nah, bro, we ain't doing that. Now we talking about the bench. That's why LeBron should come off the bench to help the bench out. Simple. Problem solved, right? Why can't LeBron do that? If I'm the coach, your ass is going to do that. I'm about to apply to be the Lakers coach, man. So I would just walk in the first day. So this is going to be the starting lineup. If I'm the Lakers, like based on the roster that I got, we'll just be waiting on the big man. But right now, the starting lineup should be Luka Doncic at the 1, Austin Reaves at the 2. It should probably be like Dorian Finney-Smith at the 3. Feel what I'm saying? Roy Hachimura at the 4 and Jackson Hayes at the 5. Perfect for what you call it. That's perfect for Luka Doncic, because now you got Austin Reaves is like the Kyrie type of role. Dorian Finney-Smith is the PJ, 3-and-D dude, slasher. Roy Hachimura, know what I mean? Space the floor out. And then Jackson Hayes is the lob threat. That's what I would say. Off the bench, we're going to have LeBron James coming off the bench. We're going to have my guy Dalton Connect as a 2. What we're going to do is we're going to go Gabe Vincent at the 2, Dalton Connect at the 3, Jared Vanderbilt at the 4, bro. Like, this is simple, and then we waiting on a big. Whoever is the nicest player out of those guys, like if Dalton Connect have a breakout season, You know what I'm saying? We will convince the league that he's a superstar in the making, and we will trade him for goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Triple J. Simple. Simple. So they might be like, okay, Crunch, you can't get Triple J. All right. Who else? Who else out there then? My guy KP, maybe KP and what you call it. See what I'm saying? You just gotta literally work with what you got. But then his ego's involved. LeBron might say he might not want to come off the bench. Why not though? What I feel like that would be fun. Oh yeah, Bronny James on the roster. Listen, I would give Bronny James gave Vincent minutes just to make Bron happy. So Bronny, Dalton Connect, Vanderbilt, and Alex Len off the bench. Bron gonna be 6th man of the year. Right? He can probably be the best 6th man of the year in NBA history. That's added to his legacy. He will be able to literally just run the offense for them. We'll be the best bench in the league. At 40 years old, he's leading the best bench. See, y'all don't think, bro. He can be an all-star. Like, damn, first all-star to come off the bench since such and such. First all-star to come off the bench. 40. Then in the playoffs, the numbers probably go up. See, y'all not even thinking, bro. Because you know, it's not going to stop him from being an all-star or nothing like that. So Bron coming off the bench, he can still average like 19, 20. But Luka and Austin Reaves going to average 30. Luka going to average 34 points, 33 points. Austin Reaves will average like 26, 25. That's a beautifully structured team. And then we are still getting somebody coming. We're getting a big man on the way at a trade deadline. You said Austin not averaging 30. Austin can average 24, 25 points as a second option, bro. You said trade AR for Sabonis? For Sabonis. That'll work. That would definitely work. Like I said, the Lakers, they can do it, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, you got to kill two birds, one stone. That's why I say Bron come on the bench. Because, like, yeah, y'all need a big man, but y'all need a bench too, though. So if LeBron is coming off the bench, I'm really good. Like, that's literally, like, a cheat code, bro. And Luka Doncic is nice enough. That's why, because he is in his prime. He's nice enough to where him starting, just him being the main scorer and playmaker, bro, period, with substantial role players in the starting lineup, bro, that is enough. Luka will get y'all a lot of wins. Because he damn near the best player in the league. It's supposed to be his time to be the best player in the league. So it's just like, he got it. You know what I'm saying? He don't need no help. You don't need to share that. You don't need to share the offense with Luka, bro. So then LeBron, the same thing with LeBron, though. But by him being 40, like, bro, I mean, gang, like, yo, you don't got to start, bro. You know that, right? You can come on the bench, stay healthy, stay smooth. And it's just like, even still, you still gonna get mad minutes. Like, it's not even about like just, like, you can still finish the game. So I don't know, bro. You and Bronny coming off the bench, going to check into the scores table, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't even see the vision, bro. Reaves for Derek White. But then if I'm the Celtics, it's like, why though? You just basically giving me a Derek White with no defense. You said Austin Reaves ain't no star. He's a star in this league, bro. Austin Reaves is a top 30 player in the top 35 player in the league, bro. Yo, Chad, you still there, Brody?
Oh, sorry. Because we got Luka Dawn, and Reaves and then LeBron. The real big three. You forgot about all that shit, huh? That shit over with, man. That shit get over with real quick. That shit crazy. You have a couple of bad playoff games. You had some good stretches throughout the playoff. One of the playoff games. Now you just ultimately when your two
Yeah,
stars.
Chaz, bro.
What's up, God?
What up,
Your
Prince?
two stars don't do the things that they need to do in pivotal moments of the game, and you getting called trash. Like they not even playing through you the same way they was playing through when you was going off in the regular season. But
Right.
then they expecting that same level of production. They're like, oh, he dropped significantly, and it's like, first off, I see the efficiency, but it's like you got to see the efficiency in which they're getting him the looks that they were getting him in the regular season.
Right.
They was letting him handle the ball more, play off of Luka as a secondary option. LeBron was coming, setting them screens, playing out the pop, pick and pop. You know what I'm saying? He playing in the pick and dive. He was playing more catching on the wing, going out the secondary action. Then sometimes they'll throw Luka on the wing and he'll initiate the action with Bron, you know what I'm saying, or Rui Hachimura or something like that. But then in the playoffs, they just said, go sit your ass in that goddamn corner. Like, so
Yep.
then they want to throw on the ball with a shot clock late. But if you go back and look, if you go and look in that series, his best stretch, I think his best two games was that game two, where they blew him out. He was a big reason why they blew him out in that game too. How he started that game off, not just from a making shots perspective, but his aggressiveness, how he was getting to it, etc. And then I think it was that game four or it was that game three. It was game four, or game three, where in the third quarter he had 11 points in the third quarter. And,
Yep.
and it looked like the Lakers were. I was streaming that game. It looked like the Lakers were going to dominate the Wolves in that game 4-3, whichever one that was. And we know what happened in the fourth quarter. But yeah, I'm like, but the funny thing about it is those two significant stretches is when they were playing through him, like when they were playing through him in the regular season. Am I
Yep.
saying that that's always going to work? Is he always going to drop 11, 15 points just because they're playing through him? No. That's why when role players do play good, when they do go above and beyond, you do have to capitalize on those games.
Yeah,
But to
facts,
say that he
facts. That's
trashed now
facts.
because of this is like, come on now, bro. Really?
No, that's facts though.
Like,
That's facts. Those are
come
games
on.
you gotta win. It shows he's still right there though. Like just those games should be indicators like
Exactly.
he still can turn it on when he need to do it. But
Exactly,
like
bro.
you said, they not getting him the looks. They not executing the right way to close them games out, bro.
And it's
And
crazy
these
because
superstars.
you got to think, Crunch. This was supposed to be, you know, JJ Jackson Reddick, JJ R back Jackson
Yeah.
Reddick, and this supposed to be Luka Doncic, the mental playmaking supercomputer, and LeBron James, the mental IQ god, the mind the game god.
Yep.
Like, so why are we struggling with consistent offensive fluidity if these dudes are supposed to be offensive masterminds? Like they're supposed to be offensive masterminds. Like why are we
And
Yeah.
Charles, I
struggling
want you
with
to finish
offensive
what you
fluidity?
said. I want to just slide this in, finish what you
Go
were
ahead, go
saying
ahead.
though. I just gotta slide it in because
Yeah,
JJ Redick has
yeah.
expressed that LeBron James is his absolute favorite and the absolute best player that he's ever seen in his entire lifetime, and that this is the greatest player of all time, and that he's more than honored to coach him. And it makes no sense that even now, Luka, another player that you have boasted about and said that you absolutely love and sat down with and had an interview with, and then to have that actual dream come true, you're actually there in that moment, and you have these two high caliber players on your team, considered top five in all of the NBA for both of them. It's sickening to even see that you have a team that can actually back them, and then you have these two guys, like Chad said, that have the IQ, that have the passing ability to get guys going and involved, that we lost and underachieved the way we did.
Yeah,
And
because
then with
another
all the
thing,
experience that this guy has, it's sad.
yeah, because another thing, Chaz, it was only a 5 game sample size due to how they sold. You see what I'm
Exactly. That's why I'm like, y'all discrediting Austin Reeves whole season.
saying? Like, come
Him,
on, bro.
like you got to think from a third option perspective. He's a guy that's okay coming in the season right when he was building his true chemistry with AD. And I don't know if y'all remember back when they were playing with AD, just period. He had been building up like this pick and pop, pick and roll thing with AD, and it looked like masterful with him and AD playing in action together.
Yeah.
And it was
Yo,
like a
what's up,
really good
gang?
option for the Lakers offensively. What's up? It was a really good option for the Lakers offensively. And as a third option, that's big when randomly that player that you finally built this level of chemistry and camaraderie with just gets traded and leaves. And it's like
Yeah.
now you get, and he gets traded for a player that's taking away from things that you're going to do. But then even with all that being said, because I'm glad Varenio Trotter in the comments, the third, said this. He said they were together for half a season. They still built the chemistry. But it's funny because right after a couple games after, I remember it was when LeBron got injured, Luka went right back to scoring his 40, 35, etc. And then right when LeBron came back, the narrative was, and they were clicking, they were on. It didn't look like it was a
They
Austin
was
Reeves and
cooking.
Dalton Connect was scoring over
like
20 and 30
They
points,
was
by the way.
cooking, bro.
yeah, like it wasn't
Austin Reeves had
it
30
wasn't a
plus
chemistry
with
issue. It
I
Viable
said
trade.
they was looking dominant, bro.
it wasn't a chemistry issue when they were destroying the Oklahoma City Thunder. Like let's not forget that game where they were destroying the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
You know what
chemistry
could be
issue when they were winning at the latter end of the regular season to get the 3 seed. It wasn't an issue then, so we can't use that now. Not saying that isn't a factor, but I'm saying like when we're talking about the offensive fluidity, we can't use the chemistry thing as a main reason. Even though I agree it's important when leading up to that point, these dudes are, like I said, supposed to be supercomputers offensively, supercomputers. So didn't OKC sit their starters that game? No, sir. They played all of their starters. Go look it up. Oh man, you got to go back and you got to do your research, Rennie.
you know what could be a viable trade for Reeves?
They played everybody, Brody.
You know,
Nah, they cooked
RJ
their
Barrett.
They
ass.
was whooping ass. I ain't gonna lie. Lakers start whooping ass.
They cooked
They
their ass.
played everybody but Chip.
It's RJ Barrett could be a viable trade.
RJ
I was
Barrett.
asking, I saying no, I would no, and I was saying like I was just telling you, Charlie, you just got to go back and do your research, bro. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, yo, but it's just like,
By the way,
yeah,
I just got a scholarship as well.
Oh, that's nice, bro.
Yeah, I got a business school scholarship, bro. I was
Oh, that's
fucking
fire.
gassed.
That's fire.
that's hard, but that's
Yeah,
tough, game.
Yes, sir. Keep it up.
yeah,
Lakers got trade for
50K off,
us.
50K off. So
This whole big thing just got me weak, bro. Like this big thing, like it's only one of them players. Like this big thing, bro. I just, and
Bro,
it's
people
funny
don't
because
understand. It's not the big though. It's not about
it's
that.
like like obviously
It's not
like
about
teams
that.
have like, because when you say that guy, they'll receive from that. Oh, you saying that doesn't matter? No, it doesn't matter. I mean, no, yes, it does matter. Like obviously teams have things that they can get better with. Every team, like duh. But it's like I remember throughout the second half of the season when Luka came, everybody was ranting and raving. It was articles about JJ Redick and what he's been able to do with this Luka Doncic and LeBron defense, and how good their defense was towards the end of the season, and how they're one of the best defenses in the league since the trade for Luka. And they had got it together, and they were this swarming half-court defense, and we was making louds about it. And I was coming up here saying, I'm like, when you're an undersized crew, and you're this level of defensive intensity, it's about mentally if your superstar guys are able to keep it up. And I was like, I don't know how long that's gonna last with LeBron being the foundational base of that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that was gonna last.
You know,
because you got a
They
gang
was
rebound,
playing
you got
Jackson
to trust
Hayes
each
at that
other.
time. Like they wasn't really saying much about the big. They had
But
Jackson
but
Hayes.
but what Chaz is saying is 100% correct because LeBron has said it himself in a post game interview, and I've seen it. He said, "I'm making it a point myself to be the vocal leader out there on defense, make sure guys in the right spot, and I'm make sure that everybody know what they're doing and what's happening on the floor."
So
He
he
said
was
that
trying
in
to
the
take
post
credit for
game
the good
interview.
defense at first that they was playing.
Yep.
So you
the
gotta
thing
keep
is,
it up.
he's
You gotta keep it
never
up
really
though.
commanded the defensive line.
I ain't gonna hold you though. LeBron low-key was playing good defense in some of them games down the
No,
stretch.
he definitely was. I agree.
He was
Yeah,
playing
like
good
down the
But
stretch
defense. He
against the
what I'm
I
saying
Timberwolves.
is
agree.
that he
Sure, he
never
had a
led.
great defensive stretch. And then
What I was
playoffs
saying
came,
is
and
that
I
he
don't know
never
what
led
the
the
hell happened to
defensive
that
line
same
though.
intensity.
Nah,
Honestly,
nah,
when
nah,
Gabe
nah,
Vincent
nah. I'm
came
talking
back,
about
you
in the
could see
playoffs. I'm talking about
you.
against. I'm talking about in the first round. Like it was some of them games down the stretch. He was making some good plays on defense.
Like
Yeah,
So
when Gabe
Yeah,
Vincent,
that
came,
game
I
he
mean,
got
was
nobody's
it was
denying
game. I think
that.
it was game. It was
when
either
Vince,
game 3 or game 4. He got the steal in the block.
yeah,
Like
still the block
Yeah,
yeah, yep.
yeah,
And when Vanderbilt
and the
returned,
strip.
they
He got the
got
strip
better
on.
on defense.
yeah.
Got the
The
strip on
strip. It
Nas
was the
Reaves.
strip in the block. Yeah, it was the strip in the block.
But remember him getting that strip that led him to fouling because he tried to get another strip on Ant-Man. He fouled
Yeah, and he
Ant-Man.
fouled. Yep.
Yep. So that was one of the many mistakes that he made when they sold that game.
The many mistakes
Yeah,
of those.
several.
Oh my
Several.
god,
Yeah.
that shit was
So
bad.
it's like you take one step forward, take 100 steps back.
Nah, and that's
yeah.
just it's weird, bro. Because I'm just like, how have you gotten to this point? And it's like things that he like messes up on is just it's like habits. It don't be like inability or of capability of like
Mm-hmm.
things that he can't do as a player. It just be the lack of consistent habits. Like
Boneheaded plays and shit.
yeah, it's
Like
like
By the
just
way,
it's like
what do you guys think of the new map
why a
squad?
player of this caliber that's supposed to be this smart in the playoffs like is making like this many boneheaded plays like consistently. Like that be the thing that throw me off.
Yeah,
But that it's never been
bro.
about LeBron's lack of
He left
ability.
a lot of
yeah,
players
it's not
open.
even that.
He
He
has the
just leaves a lot of
ability.
players open.
It's his tendency. It's like what he's doing and
Yeah.
not doing.
Yeah, he was being an anchor, but getting his ass popped by Julius Randle. Like he was playing good D. Like he made some good defensive plays
The problem is,
throughout the
right, we're
series though.
looking at like certain times there'll be clips of him playing really good defense, but then there's clips of him like just leaving people wide open, and it's like you really just gotta watch the game and then figure it out. Because
Yeah, and it's
in my opinion, like he's a great player in it. Like he can play defense, we know that,
yeah.
but he just doesn't want to. That's the thing.
Yeah, and
He just
that's
doesn't
the
want to.
biggest thing with him. His it's the motor thing. It's like
Yeah,
that's like the biggest question. Just when you go back and watch him, period, and just watch him like
and then you watch the interviews
throughout the
when he's
duration
like,
of a playoff
"It's just
series.
basketball. It's just basketball."
Yeah,
It's
like
like you don't
throughout
want
the
to hear that. You don't want to hear
yeah.
that from your star player. Like it's not a great thing to hear. Oh, it's just basketball. Like he doesn't want it anymore. You know, like
I
before.
mean, I just feel like throughout his career consistently, that's
Hmm.
just been the biggest question. Like throughout a series,
Yeah.
95% of possessions, am I gonna get everything LeBron has? Like, and
Hmm.
that's been the biggest question. Like when I watch him, it's like you're not gonna get everything. You're
For
Yeah.
gonna
me,
get him.
for
You're gonna
me,
get everything
for
he
me.
has for possessions, for a couple of possessions, and
Hmm.
good possessions, and it's gonna look amazing. You're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
this is the player that
Exactly.
everybody's talking about. But then you're
Hmm.
I
also gonna
love
have a significant stretch of possessions where you're like, who is this dude? Like, who is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, but the biggest thing for Brian, like, and I love bro, but when it's a team that he know he could beat, that's when I see all out Brian. But when it's a
Yeah.
team that he kind of like, or
Yeah.
let me see
You
how the
know what
series
really?
about to go, then
You
it's
know.
like,
Yeah. There
he'd
was
be
that
over
interview
with.
when he was like, like they need to give us like a warning before they let people start fouling and letting it go. Like, in the playoffs, how it's a bit harder. It's like, why are you saying that? It just gives people the inkling of, that you're soft.
No, and then Veroni on the comments that Brian can give. No, I mean I don't ever really think he's consistently given effort, 100% effort on both sides throughout his career ever, like consistently. But
Hmm. Like he'll do
I
it in one-off
I
games, and
think
then the next game he's like off.
but this is my thing. Like I'm not really too much asking him to do that. If we talking about this playoffs, that's not what I'm saying. I'm like just don't do stupid shit 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
plays in a row. Like
Hmm.
I'm not asking him. I'm like, just be involved in the game. If
I
you're
think he
too
has like
tired, if you're
mental
too
lapses
tired, go
sometimes.
to the
Be the
coach or
connector, bro. You be a connector.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If you're too tired, like, but at this point in your career, you should know how to play with fatigue. Like, so I'm like, okay, cool. Like, if you're too tired, then tell coach I need a rest, put me on the bench and leave me on the bench.
It's
Like,
like he's trying to
it's not
overplay
that hard.
Bro,
himself
if they
for
do that
the.
though, they're gonna lose bad.
Like, I
You know
don't
what
agree
he's
with that
doing? He's
because
overplaying himself.
I don't agree with that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
agree with that.
What he's doing is he's overplaying himself for
It's off
stats.
the same way
That's
it
what he's
stretches
doing.
when the same way it stretches when he's off the court and things don't work. It stretches when he's off the court and things do work. So I'm like, it's like it depends on what the variance of the game is calling for. But that's just to the people who try to introduce the fatigue thing because I think everybody on the court is tired. Granted, LeBron is 40. So but
Hmm.
I'm like, at the same time, we can't sit here and throw a P40, but then talk about how he's just different from everybody else. He's a superhuman. Like it's like
Like,
okay, then so his 40 is different from everybody else 40 then.
stamina has always been
So
an
we
issue for
can't
him,
just
bro.
fall back on the he's
Ain't
40.
nothing.
And I don't respect that. But man, no, I feel like that series was nasty because it just came down. People like the it's easy to just go back and when a team loses a series or win a series, it's easy to just go
Hmm.
back and look at the glaring flaws that they have. But that's the NBA. That's reality. That's the team.
Yeah.
That's why playoff series are so special is because both sides have weaknesses like that can
Hmm.
be exploited and like for them to have that big of a weakness in terms of them not having a consistent rim protector or a rebounder, etc. I agree that's a significant flaw, but at the same time, the things that they did do well or they could do well and they could maximize, and that was a big reason why they could put themselves in position to win those games to ultimately win the series. They just didn't effectively do those things, and that's just the reality of it. I don't think they played connective basketball down the stretch. I think it was too much isolation. I think players capitalize and make big plays. I think Braun made some big plays. I think Luka made some big plays. I think Austin Reeves he had some big plays.
What did Austin Reeves make plays? What were
Oh,
the plays he made?
in the third quarter of the game four, he had 11 points, and I think that put them up. They almost had a 10-point lead in the third quarter because of Austin Reeves early in the third quarter in game four. But and then Rui Hachimura also he played amazing. I think in back to
Yeah,
back.
Rui. I'll tell you that
So,
Rui did play good.
but I just told you Austin Reeves did, and then in the game too, he played really good too, and that was the game that y'all blew. That was the game that
I
really
think
lost.
Rudy and AR could be put in better position to play better. Man.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I think they should look like, and that's why I'm like, it's just so
You got two
confusing.
of the
'Cause I'm
best
like,
passers in the game on the same team, bro. It makes
exactly.
no
That's
sense.
just I'm like, it's supposed to be
It makes
connected
no sense.
basketball all over the
We
court. It's supposed to be
we should be
connectivity
seeing
all
all
over the
type of
court.
passes happening out there, but we
All type
don't.
of plays.
We
Like
see dumbass shots all
exactly.
game.
That was motherfuckers were
We see
killing Darvin
AR
Ham
got a
for.
4 shots up in the wing, falling for the half.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
That's what motherfuckers was killing
What are you
Darvin Ham
talking
for.
about?
Or it's no plays. It's no
What we
plays.
watching
I'm like,
Carrier? Come on, bro.
and that's what I'm like. That's what they was killing Darvin Ham for. It's no plays. It's no plays. But I don't
No
see no.
plays being ran.
I don't see no plays being run with LeBron and Luka. Like,
None.
I'm
That's
Not
like, what are you
facts.
one.
talking about?
That is facts. That's facts.
No
I'm like,
play, no pick and rolls between Luca and
none.
LeBron. I'm like, bro, we
Down the
got this
stretch in
dude.
none of them games, I didn't see Bron come set Luca one screen. I saw him set a screen one time, and the one time he did, I think in that game four or game three, they got an open shot off of it. Like, so it's like, why don't you? We've seen, well, I've seen, even in the regular season, leading up to the playoffs, when LeBron did get involved in action with Luca, they got some of their easiest looks on the court. Why is this not a consistent thing? Like, that's why I'm like, of course
That's
the
why
Mhm.
he's
other
gonna get better
players
this
are,
season.
if you just running for this random action constantly, and other players aren't going to know what their consistent responsibilities are relative to what the game is calling for at that time, then of course your role players are going to have they're going to be up and down as fuck. Of course, like
Hey,
it's no
hey, hey,
consistency.
babe, hold on. Luca can score from all 3 levels. He can shoot the three, he can shoot mid range, and he can get to the basket, or he can do a little turnaround fadeaway, whatever. LeBron sets that screen for him. You got to pick your poison, man. And Luca's going to either shoot it on you, or LeBron is rolling and getting to that basket, getting to the cup. Luca get that entry pass with no problem over people's head and on off a bounce pass to LeBron. That was not run at all. That makes no sense, bro. Makes no
Yeah,
sense. When we know
they gotta be doing that.
LeBron's superpower is to get to the basket, and then Luca can shoot. What is the problem?
And
Why is
and
that? Why
But they're not
why is
doing
that
that.
not happening out there?
and then this
They're
is
not doing
where
that
like
because LeBron wants to also shoot rather than, like do what he's good at. He wants to implement shooting, but in my
yeah, I think
opinion, that's not
that's
his
been the
style.
issue with him. I think a lack of
Yeah.
consistent, constant
He needs to
utilization
just
of
drive and
his.
play make, bro. That's it.
I
Like
I think
just jump shooting isn't for him.
another thing is like you just said, like I think it's his lack of constant utilization of his physical advantages over others. It's like the bad conversation, right? I don't need LeBron to go tween the legs behind the back, crossover, step back three. I don't need him to do all that. Like, I just need him to utilize the things that he has in different ways. Like, because when he does do those other things, that game opens up on the floor for everybody else so much
Yeah.
more. So it's
Especially
like
because he's
that's the
like
name of the
older. He
game.
doesn't
Like,
need to do all that shit, bro.
you don't have to. Like, so it's like if you
But
set a
obviously, but
screen,
listen.
if
Obviously,
you
he's not gonna be driving to the net every time. Like what?
I didn't say he should
That's
drive all
putting
the
a
time.
stretch
I
his
never
body.
Chaz never said that. That's not what Chaz said.
I'm just saying.
But who are you speaking to? If that was I didn't say that.
The other guy.
Okay. All right, but yeah. All right, but yeah, like setting a screen is nothing to set a good screen. It's nothing to play out the short roll. And then this is where Austin Reeves come in because now if you got and I talked about this before, we had these plenty of conversations like this, just talking about the action that they could run. If Luka's getting blitzed, because we saw him getting blitzed majority of the series in the Timberwolves series. If Luka's getting blitzed at half court and he has He has Jaden McDaniels on him, and then LeBron brings his man, which is either Julius Randle or one of the other guys, right? And Julius Randle, who else did they put on Bron at times? They put Ant-Man on Bron at times. They put Nikhil on Bron at times.
I'm man on him. He
They
hates it.
put they put different guys. So now if we bring two of those guys out, Luka already has the best point of attack defender on him in Jaden McDaniels. So now if Luka's deep on the wing and they're blitzing him deep off the pick on the wing, like they're not even like the motherfuckers who are setting Luka a screen, Rui, Austin Reaves, and those guys at times, like or Dorian Finney-Smith, they're not even setting no good screen and they're still blitzing Luka because they don't want Luka to get some off attacking quick and get into his motion, get into his step back, get into his shot, get into the mid range. So they're just blitzing him to try to get it out of his hands. So I'm like, okay, cool. If you put LeBron right there as the screener and LeBron sets your screen off the blitz, now LeBron is going to bring his man up, a Julius Randle, and then Jaden McDaniels. By the time LeBron pop out the slip, and then Luka, he's one of the best passers in the league. People say he's one of the best passers of all time. Cool, right? Wherever you think about that, cool. He's still one of the best passers. So now if you got him, he going to throw that pass to Bron easy out the pocket, out the slip. And then now what that does is that creates
Exactly.
That creates that advantage in the middle of the floor. So now if you got LeBron inside the 3-point line off the slip or right catching and going, that's when LeBron is at his best. When LeBron is catching and going, like he don't have to be full head of steam every time. But if he's catching and going, now what that does is now you got Now you got a 4-on-3 action in half court. Cause then you got three, like you said, 3-on-2. You got that action in the middle of the court where so many advantages can be. So now you got Rudy Gobert in the middle of the floor. Don't know what he want to do. And then now you have, because he gonna have to come up. Because now if Bron can just drive down that lane, then you got Rui Hachimura in the dunker spot, and then you got Austin Reaves on the wing, and then you got
this wouldn't happen.
Dorian Finney-Smith in the right corner. So now what that does is
this isn't gonna happen.
Let me finish real quick. Now if you got LeBron catching and going out that action, now the Timberwolves are in delayed rotation. So now what that does is you got LeBron, also one of the best passers ever as well, in LeBron. Now he in the middle of the floor, he can make his decision and find anybody he want to find, and that just opens up the floor overall. So now you got a guy like Austin Reaves. What is Austin Reaves best at? He's best at catching and making a decision off of that tertiary action, that secondary action. So now that opens up the floor for him. And then that also opens up the floor for Rui, because now all that space is going to be there, and then they can eventually come back to LeBron for a layup. So it's like if you run that action with LeBron and Luka, and I said this when the trade happened, it's going to be it's not going to come down to if they're both dropping 30. It's going to come down to if they're utilizing their dynamic talents in tandem, if they're utilizing them together.
Nah, I agree. I ain't gonna lie.
That's facts.
I feel like Reaves is better before that.
But it's not gonna happen. And the reason why, first of all, LeBron has too much of an ego to play by that rules, and JJ Redick isn't competent enough to make something like that up.
He's not. He's what?
Enough to make plays like that.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, he competent enough, bro. He just don't do it.
This guy is not real, bro.
I think Reaves is better
before not confident
before that trade. AD, I think Reaves was way better before that trade.
Said Brown not competent enough.
I'm saying JJ Redick is competent enough.
I think he's competent. It's just that he don't want to do it, because it's like it's like when you playing an action like that. With you doing that, one, you're not guaranteed to get the ball back to make a play for yourself that can directly lead to you accumulating a statistic. And then two, that's just more team-oriented style. So your number's not going to look the same if you playing that way throughout the course of the game, rather than if you're directing a lot of the traffic the whole game at the top of the key or on the wing. But it's like yeah, statistically it'll look better.
That's the truth. 25 points is his goal every game, just to let you know. Sure.
Yes, it's statistically
25.
It statistically will look good if you're doing like, oh no, I got it. Let me make every decision, and it's okay. Y'all just sit here, and the only thing y'all got to do is catch and shoot. But from like, if you go look at what the Timberwolves were doing, right? They were putting 2 on the ball Anthony Edwards of the Lakers were. They were putting two on the ball, and what other guys were doing, they made it a point. Okay, I can flip Julius Randle, Nas Reed. He gonna come off the weak side. He gonna come off the weak side when that man off the slip pull down on Anthony Edwards off the two on the ball. So now some Bron got to come up, and then Bron come up. Then right here we got Nas Reed coming off the weak side because you got two rotating back late off of Anthony Edwards from diving off the pick. Now, guess what? Now Julius Randle can make a decision. He can catch in that 15-foot range. Jumper is good, or he can catch, go
Bro,
attack, or he can catch, throw a lob up to Nas Reed. And we saw that so many
He was
times.
mainly attacking because
Like, and that's what he was doing.
but
So
we're
it's
gonna talk
like
about
if Anthony Edwards can make decisions out of that, and they can run that, and they're blitzing Anthony Edwards, Luka and LeBron should be doing that shit almost every damn play. Like that shit should be happening consistently. I shouldn't only see that shit one time every 4 games. Like that action is such a dynamic action that it creates so many different mismatches on the court that is virtually unstoppable. That's why I was like, that was the path I saw them being able to do the things that they could possibly do, which is ultimately win the championship. But if they're not doing those things, they're not going to win anything.
you could do all that, they're still not winning. Their bench is terrible.
I don't agree with you on that, but okay.
they had the
Their
worst
bench is
interior
terrible.
defense in the
Nas
entire
Reed had more
playoffs.
points than their whole
That was the
bench.
reason why
That's
it
why
wouldn't
they
happen
lost.
as well,
A
right?
bench
Wait,
player, listen. A bench player had more points than the entire bench.
Bro,
I,
forget
I
One
the
bench
bench.
player.
They had the
I
worst
Kira,
I
bench
Come
agree,
player.
on,
but
bro.
then that's
you
why
know
I
the
say
other
we
reason
Come
have
on,
why
bro.
the other reason why
we
it won't happen, right, is because you're asking LeBron to do something that he's never done, which
no
is
What hasn't he
let
done?
his
the
let
things
his
that you're
teammates
saying,
shine more than him.
I know all of these things. I acknowledge all of these things beforehand. Like I'm just repeating things that
Yeah.
I've already said. So
I mean,
Kira,
name
I
a time LeBron
agree.
had a
On
teammate
a
that was better than him.
baseline level, yes, you can go look at the numbers and say, well, their bench was outplaying their bench. But it's reasons why these things are happening. And that's when we go back to the film. So if you look at why these things are happening, they play a different style. So like I said, when they're putting two on the ball on Anthony Edwards, or when he's out the game, everybody's moving, right? So even when Anthony Edwards is in the game, everyone is still moving when they're putting two on the ball on him. So now what that does is that puts other guys in position to make plays, to be in position to affect the game. So of course, statistically, if the other side is we're just running plays for two players, it's either a pick and roll, or it's either this player isolating and shooting a step back three, or this player trying to get to the rim and throw it out. Of course, the other team, they're statistically down the line, their bench is going to be better because look at the style of play. Of course, like, but that's why I'm saying the things that I'm saying that LeBron and Luka can do together.
Yeah.
Those things, if they were to do
Yeah.
those
No.
things would
Yeah.
get everyone
Exactly.
else
I
more
agree.
involved. But the
I
thing
agree with
is,
that.
they're doing that. Those things that I'm saying that they should do are things that we have never seen them do consistently.
Bro,
Yeah,
all
but
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say
gonna
is
lie. I
we
think
seen
the
we
Lakers
seen
are
what
good.
happened to the Wolves when they had a worse bench. We seen
When
It's
they
you
got
not
talking
the
about
destroyed.
you
yo.
talking
Y'all
about in
keep
the
They
talking
Thunder
got
about the
series?
destroyed.
bench. Why y'all keep
It
talking
wasn't
about the
even
bench
close.
and
They
why?
got destroyed.
Yeah,
Why is nobody
but
talking about
that's
the
the
fact
thing.
The
that
I
they
don't.
had
problem
the
I
worst
the
think they
problem
interior
with
got
the Lakers
destroyed
defense?
in
was
the Thunder series
the
because
problem
I
the
don't think.
problem.
I think Kira, you talking about the Thunder series?
Yes,
Yes, I
they
think
got
in the Thunder
absolutely
series,
demolished.
but it's different dynamics. That's what I'm saying. You comparing that series to this series, and it's different series dynamics. But cool, we can go into that series as well. I feel like a big reason why they lost in that series, yes, they were outmatched playing the better team. But when you're playing the better team, it's certain things that it's game plan discipline that you have to have that they did not have. Anthony Edwards was consistently passive. When we saw Anthony Edwards, when yes, they were loading up on him. Yes, they were holding him off the ball. I'm acknowledging all those things as well. Yes, the other team on a baseline level is the better team. I'm acknowledging all those things. But with that being said, when Anthony Edwards was catching and going, when Anthony Edwards was catching, screen, re-screen, attack, that's when he put their defense in peril. That's when he put their defense in bad compromising positions, and they actually took advantage, and they were looking like they could win some of those games. Look, you can go look at a game like a game four when they had the Thunder on the ropes and down the stretch. Nas Reed, Dante DiVincenzo, and Jake McDaniels and those other guys, they were having some of the best. I think it was Nas, but Rudy Gobert in the
And
third
guess
quarter got
what?
them. Rudy Gobert
And
got them back. Guess what, bro? You ain't let me. All right,
couldn't show up.
yeah, and that's on him. That's my point, though, and that's why when you want to bring it up, the comparison is it's not just that the team is better. You just said it yourself. Ant didn't show up. I don't feel like Luka and LeBron did the things that they were supposed to do for that series for them to put themselves in position to win that series.
They
And
had the worst interior
even with all
defense.
that being said, and they lost in 5 games, all of those games were close except for 2 games,
They
first 2 games. Every game after
bro.
they
the
had the
3 games
worst
after the
interior
first 2 games
defense.
were close.
They had the worst
Because
interior
OKC
defense
got a
in the
way
entire
better defensive
playoffs.
team.
Like, wait, what you say, Ball?
I said they had the worst interior defense in the entire playoffs. It
Who you
was
talking
none
about?
of
The
them.
Lakers? They played 1 round.
They still had the worst interior defense
No,
in the entire
that's
playoffs.
perfectly fine, but I think that's one of the reasons why they lost.
Besides,
Now,
No,
I
that's
think
bro, that's like the main reason why.
no,
They had Rudy Gobert looking like
I think, but I also think that but even with that being said, like y'all keep talking about the interior defense. Interior defense is important. Why, y'all? Because it protects.
look at Julius Randle. Look what Julius Randle was doing. That's why it's so
I
important.
agree. I agree with you. But even with all of the flaws of the Lakers, we're seeing the stupid boneheaded things they were doing down the stretch, even with all the advantages that the Minnesota Timberwolves had on them, all of those games except for 2 came down to 2 possessions. So what are we talking about here? So
We're talking about the
I'm like,
fact
what
that
are
the
we
Lakers'
talking
offense
about?
wasn't that bad as
Like what?
their
The Lakers'
defense.
offense was terrible. Like late in games in terms of
Not as worse as their defense. Not as worse as their
and
defense. Their
that's
defense
the
was even
thing.
worse.
I actually think their defense turned it up late in games, but it's just that the execution. I think that the Timberwolves just out executed them were in bigger moments. I don't think it would like the flaws of what the Lakers had. They had significant flaws, but even with that being said, once again, the reality of it is all the games except for 2 were 2 possession games. So
I
I'm
think
like,
the Lakers.
and one of the games where they lost, I think by 12 points. That came late in the game after the game got blown open in the last 2 minutes. So I'm like, what are we talking about? It ain't like I can
I think
see
the
if they
Lakers
were
could have
getting
won.
blown. I would agree with y'all if they were getting blown out by 15, 20 plus every game. Every game was close. So I'm like,
But they
what are we
gave up
talking about?
so many
Every
easy
game was
baskets.
close.
You would have to really watch the game to see how much easy baskets they
Family,
gave up.
I watched the games. I actually streamed all of the games live when
But
they
you
happened.
would know how much easy baskets they
I
gave
do.
up.
You didn't
So if it
y'all
was
didn't hear me.
close games,
Wait,
if it was
Kira,
close
did you
games and
not
they
hear
gave
me?
up them
Wait,
easy
Chris,
baskets, you would know.
did you not hear me say that I'm acknowledging all of those things?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So what are we talking about? Like, come on now.
You still talking about the topic. That's what you're talking
Like,
about.
what? But I'm telling you, what you're saying is no void to the point I'm trying to make, because I'm telling you, even with all of those things happening, the games were still extremely close.
Yes, Chaz, because
But
the
they were
Lakers starters were
extremely close.
playing
They
better
were
than the
extremely
Wolves
close. We
starters.
saw the Lakers lose games down the stretch because LeBron didn't shoot a shot. We saw the offense be terribly stagnant. We saw in the second half of Game 3 when LeBron had one of his best playoff games at this age, if not the best playoff game he's had at this age, in the second half of the fourth
I
quarter,
think the
not
Lakers would have won.
shoot the ball at all. We saw that. We saw in the fourth quarter in Game 4 when he only took one shot and wasn't aggressive, and then turned the ball over on the inbound. We saw that led to the Timberwolves getting back in the game ultimately. We saw in game 5 in the fourth quarter when LeBron James was getting locked up by Rudy Gobert in isolation and only scored 5 points in the fourth quarter, and really only scored 2 because he hit a 3 when the game was already out of reach. So what are we talking? He got a layup when he hit a layup when the game was out of reach. I'm like, what are we talking about here, guys? Come on. Like, come on.
Talking about how bad they defense.
All I'm gonna say, bro, is the Lakers starters played way better than the Wolves starters. We already seen that.
No, I agree. I think that
The only difference
that's what
was
I'm saying.
the bench.
And
The bench was the difference.
but the bench was the difference. But I just explained to you the reason why the bench was the difference. The bench was the difference not because their bench was just outlined more talented and just way better. The bench was the difference because the starters on their team did what they were supposed to do to get the bench involved, and the Lakers didn't. That's the difference.
Hey, Crunch, make it 8 boxes, bro. If you here.
Yo, so let's talk about this also besides the playoffs. Y'all think he beat him or he gonna get traded? What's wrong with
Hey, make it 8, Crunch.
They're gonna blame it on him.
I was really
why
looking
they lost.
slide. I was really looking wrap it up.
All right, bet.
Yeah,
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for letting me be in here, y'all. All right, Crunch.